going outside. I got a sleeping, well, he's not sleeping anymore, but I got Mr. Binks there. And yesterday was Mother's Day, and Harry and I went and we got some plants, which I need to water right now. So we also got blackberry bush, and we have a raspberry bush, and we have blueberries, and we have another grapevine. We're going to plant more plants there. So Harry took the day off, and he's going to get the garden tilled. Either he's going to do it or Adam's going to do it. So here's my 2 living rose bushes, and I need to clean this out. I have a weed growing here, a dandelion. I want that out. It's mixed in with my vine. This perennial didn't make it. I guess it's not coming back. And that one looks like it did. And I need to trim up the little sticks from the spirea here. I trimmed up the back side of it. And so there's the burning bushes, our spireas, and look at these since the last time that I was out here. Look how red. And my trumpet vine. What's going on with this? I think it is living good. And the little vine thing that I had in here, it's coming back, and my trumpet vine. So I'll have to cut all of this stuff back. And something over here is growing. This green thing right here. Harry and I are trying to figure it out. We don't know what that is. And this little azalea's got its little pink blooms. This one is already bloomed. And my clematis over there is coming back, and that little vine thing is all nice and bushy and green again. This azalea is bloomed. I have to get that all picked up over there. This azalea is bloomed. And this lilac, I was just telling Harry when he was out here, this is all flopped over. I doubt that it's going to get the strength to get itself back up. So all this over here and this over here, I'm eventually going to have to come out here and cut all of that. I'll probably wait till Wednesday, because garbage night is Wednesday night because they come on Thursday. And I'll cut all that and get it in landscaping bags. And then I got my wagon right here. This crepe myrtle, it's got the little buds on it, but this crepe myrtle, you can see the leaves are coming out. Here, I'll just even show you. See, like here, the leaves are coming out already on this one. This one's just a few days behind. And our plum trees, our leaves are really small this spring, but a lot of other people's trees, I was noticing the leaves are really small. I'm wondering if it's going to take a little bit more rain and more warmth and sunshine to get them to... All of this came back. I was worried about this. Oh, and some of my junipers are beginning to turn really green. So I might not have to get back there and chop those out like I thought I was going to. But let's go look at the garden. Well, they're still really green, but they're wilting. And this is where we burned everything. So I think if we go ahead and till this, I'm hoping it will be okay. I'm hoping we're not going to have a problem with any of these weeds coming back. I hate weeds so bad. And I sprayed really good. I mean, I really soaked them. And so this is what Lucy's doing. She's sniffing the strawberries. We have these strawberries here. They started to grow in the garden over there. We're going to have to till those under, though, because we can't have those overtaking the garden. We have some on the backside over there. But the dogs, when the berries come on, they will eat them, and so will all the birds that live in these trees here. But this is the one grapevine that we planted last year. So this is the second year. There's grapes on it. Usually it takes 3 years before you get like a good crop where the grapes are a good size and they're not bitter. Because we had a grapevine once before when I was a little girl. And that was pretty much the rule of thumb. You had to wait 3 years. So hopefully next year, I don't know, we'll see what these do. But, I mean, there's little grapes on there, but we'll see what are you doing in there? We'll see what those grapes do. What are you doing, Chloe? And our raspberries. This is what Chloe does, and this is why in the summertime she's loaded with sap, because she spins around those trees. Anyway, I got a deadhead, all of these. These are the ones that we got, I think this year, that Harry transplanted. These are the ones from last year, and we actually had raspberries last year. The growth here. What are you doing? Are you getting shade? Well, you're being a good girl. What are you doing, Clo-Clo? Lucy's being a good girl. Now, this tree finally has its flowers. And there. And this one, that's the beautiful one. This tree here that has all the big, pretty, pom-pom looking pink flowers. I should have been out here a few days ago. They're starting to die off and the petals are dropping, so. And then on the side of the house, we've got these bushes that are blooming. And over here, so there's a side of the house. Here's over here. And look at this ash tree. Harry said we're going to have to cut it down. He says the tree's almost dead, and you could see where we've had all these broken branches from the winter, and he was right. It's all dead up there. But I hate cutting it down. And here's our Japanese poplar tree. This looks really pretty. That's up our office right there. And this looks really pretty when you're looking out the window down on the flowers. Very pretty. And our perennials are coming back. We just need to, like I said, ew, there's some cocoon or something up there in that tree. Right up there. What we need to do next, like I said, we need to paint the deck and the pergola, and we need to get mulch. And we need to mulch all in through here. We don't mulch in here anymore because as soon as we lay mulch down, the pine trees begin to drop all their needles. So we just let the pine tree do its thing, and that's the mulch for this area. It's about 8:30 outside, and I'm waiting for the air conditioning guy to come. The guy's coming to tune up the air conditioner, and then I have to go grocery shopping. So I'm out here looking at all my bushes, and I've got lilacs getting ready to grow out here, and this is my purple pink Weigela, and that's just the green leaf Weigela. And here's the leaves, here's the flowers starting to open. And when this all gets really full, flower petals are white with pink edges. And that's Weigela too. I told you the winter broke a lot of the bushes, branches in there. So anyway, that's that. So I planted the garden yesterday along with Harry, and Adam came out towards the end of planting and he helped us. So I'm so tired. So we'll go look at that. We had a little bit of rain, so I'm hoping that it was enough to wet everything, but that's okay because it's supposed to rain this afternoon and this evening. And I was just looking at this little bush, and we've got the flowers on this that are going to get ready to open. It's going to be a little loud this morning because it's early and there's rush hour traffic. So anyway, but those are all the strawberries. The hydrangea is starting to get filled out. Lily is standing in my herbs. This is thyme. That's oregano. And I usually plant more herbs in here, but I decided to put them in the garden this year. So here's what we have planted. This row and those. These are all peppers, but those are my hot peppers. These are the red and green bell peppers. And then all of these plants in here are beans. Then over here and over the next row are tomatoes. I didn't plant a lot of tomatoes this year because I'm not going to can sauce this year. Next to the potatoes, those other plants are sweet potatoes. And then this space that is all vacant looking here, actually I planted all the regular white potatoes in there. Then we have a couple rows of corn. And then I have watermelon, honeydew, pumpkins, yellow squash, and 2 cucumber plants. And I usually plant like 2 zucchinis, 2 yellow squash, but I'm not doing it because the boys don't eat it. I hear thunder. Looks like it's going to rain now. I was supposed to go to the store. I might have to wait on that. But anyway, so we planted another grape here. And the goal is to get it up here and to start going this way and also coming down this way. That's why we planted it in the corner. We have our blueberry, our raspberry, and our blackberry bushes there. Whoops. And in here I have all different kinds of herbs. And I also have some weeds I see growing in there. I need to go pull those out. But I've got like oregano in there. And I forget everything that I planted in there. I did some herbs in here. I have dill. I have basil. I have cilantro and flat leaf parsley. And like I said, this is all the regular white potatoes. Those are the sweet potatoes. Here is my 2 rows of corn. Those are the cucumbers there. I put all my vine plants in here and I spaced everything out. So my Mother's Day flowers are still nice and bushy and bloomed. And I was walking through here yesterday on my way to bed and I told my husband, I said, these flowers smell so good. It almost smells like a floral air freshener, you know, is going. But no, it was my flowers. So anyway, I'm just waiting for this guy. I hope he comes here pretty soon. I want to go to the store before it rains. I have to go to the store because I need milk and I just want to go and get it over with anyway. Because tomorrow, if I can work around the rain or the following day when it's not going to rain, I need to get over to Lowe's. And I would like to do it tomorrow. Like if it's not raining in the morning first thing when I get up because Lowe's opens so early. If it's not raining, I want to go over to Lowe's and get all my flowers for my flower pots. Okay, we're going back outside for the second time. And this time I had to get my boots on. I left my tennies over there because they're starting to get dirty. I have the sprinkler on in the garden and I'm going to have to move it. And I went and I got flowers today. And I'll also show you what I've done since I've been home. So let me double check. Because when I turned on the sprinkler a little while ago, yeah, it's going. Somebody had the water shut off completely. And I let it go for 20 minutes. I went over there and the garden was dry as a bone. So anyway, I've got to go change the sprinkler. Then I finished trimming those branches that were flopped over. I trimmed up my rose bushes. All the dead sticks from that and this. And I'm glad that those two are still alive. And I trimmed up my burning bushes and spireas because they were growing out. They were about out to here, and these were starting to hang over, so that would only leave a little bit of room to walk through. We're going to do our big trim to round everything up and shape everything after they're done blooming. Because if I, go and do the big trim on all of them, I'm going to chop off all my flowers, and I don't want to do that. And the same thing with the burning bushes. I got my little white flowers coming on there. So anyway, I did enough just so that we can walk through here and to separate the bushes a little bit, especially in through here, so we could see. This is one of our azaleas. Something else we need to do when we go to pressure wash the deck, the pergola, and all the railing, we always pressure wash in here too. I miss my rose bush. Look at that. Look at that big space. That one rose bush took all that space up, and I really miss it. So now what I need to do is I need to come over here, because see my bridge, it's all closed up there with my dapple willows. It's that pine right there. Facing that way towards the road, I had branches that were hanging down, and I was getting clunked every time I'd cut the grass, and I'd have to move them out of the way. So I trimmed all of those back today too.